everyone, and welcome to a very loud La Rosaleda. I can just about hear myself speak. The stadium is sold out. It sold out days ago. This is the Primera Federación playoff final, first leg. Malaga against Gimnastic de Tarragona. Let's go through the lineups. Malaga have gone with Alfonso Herrero in goal, Joaquín Gabilondo, Ainar, Juan de and Victor Garcia at left back. In the midfield, they've gone for David Ferreiro, Kevin Medina, Manu Molina, Genaro and Danny Lorenzo. And up front, we have Roberto, the key man from last week, the one who scored 2 goals to send us through to the final. The teams are about to come out. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Gimnastic have come into this game off the back of a semi-final win over Ceuta. They finished second in Grupo 1. So Malaga need to win at the end of the both legs to go through. And I will let you enjoy the hymnal to get us started. Do drop your comments. Where are you watching? Where are you joining me from? Hope you're all having a lovely Saturday evening. Wherever you are, it is just coming up to 8:30 Spanish time, 7:30 in the UK. This is it. This is the final, the first leg. 2 games to get to Segunda at the first time of asking, can Malaga do it? The question on everyone's lips. We obviously all want them to do it. We're all very nervous, but today is the proof of the pudding. Can they do it? Just me today, maybe someone joining me at half-time. Chris and Matt are both here in the stadium. Luke and Nick back home in the UK. But let's enjoy today's game. Vamos, Malaga. Paul Redfern joining from Cornwall. Paul, thank you for joining us. Hope the weather down in Cornwall is as nice as it is here in Malaga. It's about 28 degrees. I think I wore black. That was a mistake. That was probably the wrong shirt to wear today. But nonetheless, it's great to be here. It feels, as Chris and I were saying on the pod this week, it feels many moons ago that we played Celta Vigo in the semi-final. The final is just a week later. This is the first leg. Next week, Malaga travel to Tarragona to play the second leg. Obviously, not the arrangement of fixtures that the club would have wanted. The second leg at home is always the better setup, but to get a result today would put the pressure on Tarragona and they would have to win at home or pull it back to a draw. So, can Malaga do it? I think they can. I'm confident, but also a little bit nervous. A wonderful atmosphere, sold out, absolutely cracking. Last week, Malaga started off kicking from left to right, and they are doing the same today. First half last week was, I think it left something to be desired. It was a poor performance from Malaga in the first half. The second half was much better. It was night and day, much different, and hopefully Malaga can do the same. We are about to have a minute's silence for the passing of Don Eduardo. Of course, the former president of CD Malaga passing away very sadly this week. And a minute's silence there for a CD Malaga legend. And, let's get this party started. The crowd are loving it. Everyone's excited for what should be a cracking game. Gimnastic wearing red shirts, white shorts and black socks. Malaga, of course, in the blue and white shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. Alfonso Herrero in his ever-present pink goalkeeper kit. Gimnastic de Tarragona's goalkeeper Varro in the green kit. As Malaga will get us kicked off, Dani Lorenzo from the centre circle as the referee blows his whistle and we are underway. The ball back to Einar Galilea, who gets a starting spot after his wonderful performance in the second half last week. And we are underway. Malaga have a throw-in on this left-hand side. Sean Clifford play up Sky Blues. Malaga wearing I have to say, one of my favourite kits over the last few years. And good afternoon to you, Michael Phillips. Looking forward to a nice Malaga lead indeed. Vamos Malaga. Hopefully Malaga can get the better of Gimnastic today as the ball comes across to Kevin, but Gimnastic get clear. An interesting fact for those of you who have been following Malaga for a while and remember Alex Müller, he is on the bench today for Gimnastic de Tarragona, and Mauricio Pochettino, son of Mauricio Pochettino, the former Chelsea manager, is also on the bench for the Catalans today. As Calferero gets the ball in, and it's a clearance from Joan Oriol for Tarragona. As Malaga start off confidently here on the attack, Einar Galilea collecting the ball, but loses it, and Tarragona on the attack here, the right-hand side, Malaga tracking back. The Catalans set the ball into the middle of the area, it's a shot, it's a lovely save from Alfonso Herrero. He surely keeps the scores level there. Once again, the Malaga goalkeeper saving Los Boquerones from going behind. There was a poor mistake in the midfield, and Malaga almost go behind. What a nervy start there from the Malaga defence. Good afternoon, Chris Brown, Jose Valero and Frederick, hoping for a good Malaga result today. It was almost a shocking start there. I do believe the referee had his flag up for, the linesman, had his flag up for offside. But almost a shocking start from Malaga as Alfonso Herrero gets ready to take the free kick here. The ball sent forward towards Genaro, who controls it well. Passes out to Kevin, who is another one of the changes this week. The ball floats in, but Gimnastic are able to clear as the ball comes out here to Victor Garcia. As Malaga come on the attack on the left-hand side, the ball goes in. Trigueros gets the ball clear for Tarragona. As Victor Garcia puts the ball across to Dani Lorenzo, who controls the ball. He's inside the area. He passes it to Manu Molina, who shoots. And it's just blocked by the Tarragona defence there. Malaga looks strong here. Dani Lorenzo looks to get past the defender, but to no avail. Here, Einar Galilea winning the ball once again. Good evening, Matt. Good evening, everyone watching. Hopefully a successful evening for Los Boquerones today. As the ball comes across here, Joaquin Gabilondo, that third and final change for Malaga this week, taking Carlos Puga's place. Good afternoon, Nick, from the US. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully FEF TV is working well for everyone today. Malaga definitely is starting off on the front foot here, as already 2 or 3 attacks. Nothing quite to show for it yet, but promising and a much better performance in this opening 4 minutes than it was against Celta Fortuna. Eiffel obviously instilling the importance of this first leg into the group as Malaga travel away to Tarragona next week, which will be tough, as we saw the reception that the Ceuta bus got last week, which can, although shouldn't happen, sometimes throw players off. It's Malaga on the attack here. Roberto collects the ball on the left-hand side. He doesn't have any options yet, but he waits as he holds the ball up looking for support. He's fouled just by the corner flag, and the referee gives a free kick to Malaga. A malicious foul there from Nacho Gonzalez as Roberto is down here by the left corner flag. Hopefully nothing too serious. Good afternoon, Jimmy Mack. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. It's a fantastic atmosphere here at Rosaleda. A few more away fans. There was only 10 last week, but from my guessing, there's about 100 or 200 Gimnastic fans in the top left-hand corner of La Rosaleda. Malaga come on the attack here, as Roberto, for some reason, had his shirt off and puts it back on. Must have been a little scuffle there with Nacho Gonzalez in the defence, but Malaga lose the ball and it goes out for a goal kick. The fans somewhat protesting towards the referee there as Gimnastic take their time here. The ball comes out to the left back with Kevin pressuring. The ball is sent forward. Juande wins it. Juande making his 20th appearance of the season. Has struggled with injuries so far, but hopefully with this run of games he's had under his belt, he can go into next season even stronger. And it's been a strong finish in these last few games for the youngster. Good afternoon, Brendan. The score is 0-0. We're only 6 minutes in. Malaga definitely starting off the stronger of the two sides here. This is, of course, the first of two legs, and Malaga need to win on aggregate to go through, because if it's a draw at the end of extra time in the second leg, Gimnastic do go up, as they finished second in Grupo 1, whereas Malaga only finished third in Grupo 3, and it's done on seeding. As Malaga pass the ball back across the defence here. The ball is sent forward to Genaro, who chests it down to Roberto, who passes the ball back to Mana Molina. Malaga on the attack here. Dani Lorenzo finds Victor Garcia on the left here, who shoots! Oh, it's a lovely save by Varro in the Tarragona goal as Malaga come forward again here on the attack. Kevin looking to find his options as he's just inside the 18-yard box here. Looks for Hockey Gabilondo, who tries not to stray offside. The ball is back to Mana Molina here on the right-hand side. A promising start there for Malaga. David Ferreiro with a shot and a cagey, nervous save from the Tarragona keeper as Kevin here on the attack passes the ball through to Roberto, and the ball just goes over the bar. It's a strong shot there from the 21-year-old, looking to get his 19th goal of the season. Of course, 2 last week in the second leg and the penalty in the first leg against Santa Fortuna. And a very good start here from Malaga and the fans showing their appreciation. Thank you for the kind words, Brendan. Good to have you along with us today. As Rosaleda is bouncing. It's a fantastic atmosphere. As once again the fans show their displeasure at Varro's time wasting here, as he takes far longer than he should do. The ball is sent forward towards Dani Lorenzo in the midfield, who heads down looking for Roberto. Unable to find his man. Mana Molina wins the ball back. Juande comes forward the strong header. And Malaga win the free kick just inside their own half. PSL will be wary of Gimnastic's threat, but something that the Catalans have struggled with this season is goal scoring. Their top scorer this season is Jaume Jardi with 7 goals, and away from home they haven't been that good. We talked about it on the pod this week, Chris and I, and if Malaga are to get a result in this final, we have to capitalise on Gimnastic's poor away form coming into this one, as at home they are very strong. If you compare the two records, it's night and day, as was Malaga last week against Celta Fortuna. Yes, 0-0, 9 minutes gone. A good start for Malaga. Good evening, Paul. As Tarragona come on the attack here on this right-hand side. Victor Garcia having to do some defending. Shot is blocked as Kevin slowly tracks back, looking to win the ball here. As Gimnastic slowly find their feet. As Ball is shepherded out for a throw-in to the home side. Michael, a 1-0 lead heading into next week. I think enough is probably not the word. It's probably not the word I would use, but it's something I would definitely take. I think for us to be confident heading into next week, I think 2-0 is, or a 2-goal lead has to be what we're looking for. You go away with just a 1-goal lead and it's hanging in the balance. You know, anything can happen. A poor start, Gimnastic take the lead in the first 5 or 10 minutes, and that's all thrown away. All the hard work is gone. I think, yes, to give us the best possible chance, a 2-0 lead heading into, or a 2-goal lead heading into the second leg is a necessity. As just touched on Gimnastic's very strong home form. As Malaga under pressure here on the right-hand side, the ball finds its way to Kevin, who can't quite keep it in as Gimnastic with the throw-in. Martinez here with the ball, fouled by Dani Lorenzo. No David Larrubia here today for Malaga. He is on the bench after starting last week, and Chris and I were talking about this on the pod this week, that we didn't see quite as much as we would have wanted from the pair, David Larrubia and Dani Lorenzo. I think going forward, they seem to lack that cutting edge when it came to the final pass, and, well, yes, a disappointing performance. Dani Lorenzo does get the start today, as Gimnastic have a free kick here on the left-hand side. The ball is sent in long as Alfonso Herrera comes forward to clear, and it's a shot that goes well over the bar, and Malaga can breathe a sigh of relief. A fantastic atmosphere here inside the Rosaleda, as Genaro has touched on it before, that playing with this crowd is playing with a 12th man. It's a fantastic backing for the players, and perhaps something that Celta Fortuna struggled with last week in the second half. Perhaps the occasion got the better of them, whereas Gimnastic are a lot more experienced with these bigger occasions. Obviously, last coming up against Malaga in the Copa del Rey in 2022 in December, knocking us out at the Estadio Nou Costa de Rada. So both sides recently coming up against each other, as Gimnastic have been in the third division for slightly longer than Malaga. As we have a throw-in to the home side here on the right-hand side. Ball is sent forward to Roberto, who looks to chest the ball down. Seems to be dragged to the floor by the Tarragona defender, as Kevin does well there to win the ball back, but the referee has given a free kick to Gimnastic, quite to the surprise of the home fans and the distaste as well. What is everyone's predictions? Do send your predictions in. Do you think Malaga have what it takes to get the win, or will it be different results this afternoon? Are we expecting a tough challenge? I think we are from Gimnastic. As Mana Molina collects the ball here in the midfield, passes it back to Ainar Galilea. A first start for Ainar Galilea since the end of March against Linares in a 1-1 draw at home. As David Ferrero is fouled here on the left-hand side, but the referee ignores it and play carries on. I know, of course, coming on for Nelson Monte in that second half last week, or at the break even, and playing perhaps one of the best halves of his career. As Roberto is fouled here, and the referee calls Nacho Gonzalez forward to have a word here, as the Malaga fans cry out for a booking. As Malaga tried to take the free kick here quickly, but the referee calls play back. David Ferrero having a word here with the referee about the free kick that Victor Garcia is lining up to take just in between, just inside the Gimnastic half, about 40 yards out, as both him and David Ferrero look to send the ball in. Something that Malaga have tried quite a lot this season. The ball is sent in towards the back post and it goes out for a corner. A good start here, a good use of that free kick, a lovely ball testing the Gimnastic defence at the back there. Something that Malaga have to do today as Victor Garcia urges the fans on as he takes this corner here over on the left-hand side for Malaga. He plays it short to Kevin, who looks to send the ball in. It's a low cross. It falls out to Manu Molina, who looks to keep the attack going as he have options with David Ferrero on the right-hand side, but sends the ball in, but to no avail. No one on the end of it as Gimnastic get clear, but it is back to Malaga. Manu Molina once again on the ball here to David Ferrero. David Ferrero taken off at half-time last week after a disappointing performance. We've obviously seen how well the forward can do since arriving. He's scored 3 and assisted 5 this season. As the ball is sent forward to Roberto, it's a long ball. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He's found in the box, but the referee waves away the penalty. No penalty there given. Roberto clearly brought down in the box. Malaga fans waving there for a penalty. Manu Molina having a word here with the referee, but no penalty given. A strange decision there from the referee as Gimnastic come here on the attack. Malaga have some defending to do as the ball goes out for a corner to the Catalans. The fans still not very happy with that decision. Roberto clearly one-on-one with the keeper, but gets brought down. And obviously there is no VAR at this level, so the decision has been made. It can't be changed. David Ferrero having a word here with the referee. Do let us know your thoughts on that penalty if you're just seeing it now on FEF TV. Was it a penalty? Was the referee right? From where I'm sitting, it looked like a stonewall penalty. Obviously, maybe wearing my Malaga glasses, but hard to deny that one as the ball is sent in here by Gimnastic de Tarragona, but goes out for a goal kick. Despite not being awarded the penalty, it was a fantastic ball over the top, and Roberto did well to control it, bring it down, and was ready to release a shot, but couldn't quite do it as he was brought to the floor. As Genaro lays the ball off to Ana Galilea, who comes forward here for Malaga, looking for his options, but he gives the ball away in the midfield. That's a poor pass from the centre-back here as Gimnastic come forward. The ball is played over the top as Joaquin Gabalondo has to do some tracking back here as he's got to be careful here not to give away the penalty. Gimnastic get the ball in, and it's headed away well there by Victor Garcia as there was a striker waiting at the back. As Malaga win the ball here, Gabriel gets the ball clear. Danny Lorenzo, my apologies. As Roberto pushes the defender here, the ball goes back to the keeper as he takes a touch there and passes it back to Nacho Gonzalez here. Malaga definitely got that extra wind in their sails today. Good afternoon, Alan Buxton. So, in terms of watching it in the bars, I couldn't give you specific names at the moment, but I'm sure there will be plenty, either in Malaga or if you're down along the coast, whether that be towards Torremolinos or Benalmádena, there will be bars showing the game. As Danny Lorenzo comes forward here and is dispossessed, the ball is back to Tarragona in defence here. But yes, there will be bars showing it. Alternatively, if you do want to watch our live stream, we will be doing one back to our usual style of live streams, as I'm aware, none of us will be at the ground. It's a long journey up to Catalonia. Obviously, Matt making the journey to Vigo, but with flights and trains looking quite expensive, I don't think anyone is going up at the moment. Roberto sure helped the fall, but still could perhaps should have been a penalty. Yes, I agree with you there, Frederick. I think, you know, he was ready to take the shot off, and, you know, whether it was, you know, a big impediment or a small one, he was stopped. And I think, you know, the defender was in the way of him getting a shot off, and for me, a definite penalty. As we pass the 20-minute mark here at La Rosaleda, Malaga still looking for that opening goal, 0-0. Good afternoon, Paco Bruna, Forza Malaga from Liverpool. A lovely sunny afternoon here on the Costa del Sol, nearing 30 degrees. As the sun just dips behind La Rosaleda, as the ground is in full shade cover now. A interesting, somewhat exciting atmosphere pre-match. Obviously, there is always that buzz at La Rosaleda for games, and it's the added excitement of the playoffs. But of course, Spain were playing Croatia this afternoon in the Euros in the group stages. Spain getting a 3-0 win. Quite often you would hear cheers around the stadium as Spain dominated the Croatians, putting out a statement and perhaps silencing a few doubters, even myself, as I was unsure as to how strong Spain were going to be. There was always that awareness that they are a good team and they have quality players. As Roberto's clearly hit in the face there by Nacho Gonzalez, but Nacho goes down himself, trying to claim that he was hit as well, holding his face. As Roberto shakes his finger at the referee. And of course, last night, Germany thumping Scotland 5-1. My apologies to any Scottish fans listening in. I had high hopes for Scotland. I thought they could maybe get a result. Not to be. Hopefully they can turn things around against Hungary and Switzerland. Switzerland getting the win today over Hungary. Ball is out for a throw-in here. Malaga slightly slowed down in this last 5 minutes as Juande passes the ball back here to Alfonso Herrero, who sends the ball across to Victor Garcia, but is unable to reach his target as the ball goes out for a throw-in. The Catalans looking to get a foothold in the game here, as they've been on the back foot initially. Malaga buoyant in this first half so far. As Kevin wins the ball back here well and gets the ball clear, straight back to Nacho Gonzalez in the Tarragona defence. They're unable to capitalise on the attack as Manu Molina comes forward here looking for a way out. Finds Danny Lorenzo, who does well to find Victor Garcia here as the ball is sent forward into the Gimnastic defence. Headed clear to Manu Molina, who finds Kevin on the right-hand side. Joaquin Gabilondo sprinting forward, giving him an option. As the ball is cleared for a throw-in, there are linesman points to a Gimnastic throw-in. Much to my surprise and everyone else in La Rosaleda, as the ball seemed to clearly come off the Gimnastic defender. Yes, indeed, a good win for Spain today. I think, as I said, silencing a few doubters. Obviously, Croatia, there was always that doubt as to whether they could perform with the players ageing. Brozovic, Modric and Kovacic in that midfield. Still very good players. That's whether this is one major tournament too far. as they've come close in recent ones, obviously beating England in 2018 to reach the final. England, of course, play tomorrow against Serbia. The ball is sent here forward by Nacho Gonzalez. And Ana Molina fouled here. The referee awards the free kick for, well, a decision going Malaga's way for once. Alfonso Herrero sends it long here. Roberto knocked to the floor once again, but not quite a foul, I don't think. A little bit too soft here, as Gimnastic have a goal kick. There's interesting aspect of Gimnastic's goal kicks here. The two defenders hanging around and then being sent forward by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper taking at least 15 to 20 seconds, even longer sometimes, 30 seconds to take the goal kick. The ball is won by Genaro in the midfield as the referee gets in the way. But Danny Lorenzo recovers here as the referee stops play and gives the ball to Malaga. It will be a drop ball. As Malaga here have it with Ana Molina. Malaga have been the better team so far on. Not quite, still lacking a little bit of cutting edge in that final third, but definitely offering a lot more. Gimnastic slowly getting a foothold in the game though, as it's another Catalan attack here as David Ferreira recovers here on the wide side. The ball is cleared out by Victor Garcia towards Roberto, who can't quite manage to get on the end of it. Malaga have a throw-in. Victor Garcia once again here with the ball, sends it to Aina Galilea. Juande here across to Joaquin Gabilondo, taking the place of Carlos Puga today. Perhaps some of the blame could be placed on Carlos Puga for that opening goal for Celta Fortuna last week, failing to track back, leaving Nelson Monte rather still should have done better. And Alfon obviously making the most of that left-hand side. Joaquin, hopefully, the aim here for Pellicer today is to offer that defensive security on the flanks, as already we've seen Gimnastic try to use the wide areas as their point of attack. Thank you for your comment, favourites. As the ball cleared forward by Gimnastic, as Victor Garcia heads the ball back to Juande, and the ball is out for a Gimnastic throw-in. Malaga have some defending to do here, as it's a low cross, but Aina Galileo wins the ball here. And this is cleared away straight back to Gimnastic in the midfield here, as Genaro commits the foul just inside the Malaga half. The referee awards the free kick to the visitors. A strong but small following up in the top corner of Gimnastic fans, around 200 of them today. Perhaps a few more, maybe dotted around the stadium, as is the done thing in Spain. Not quite as segregational as it is in England, but obviously the majority of them up in that away end. As ball here with the Gimnastic players gets sent in, but blocked by Kevin. David Ferrero has the chance here to find the youngster who sends the ball forward on this left-hand side. Gives the ball away. Kevin has the chance here to capitalise. But the goalkeeper just about gets there to clear the ball. Danny Lorenzo in a little bit of a scuffle there, potentially suffering a knock to the back, as Aina Galilea looks to gather a loose ball here. As you say, Frederick, two very strong defensive teams. Malaga conceding 25 goals in the league this season, Gimnastic 24. The two top defences from the two groups. But the key difference there that Chris and I did talk about, as you say, Frederick, Malaga scoring 51, Gimnastic only scoring 40 goals this season. And, well, something that obviously Los Boquerones will look to use in their to their advantage as they lose the ball here. Gimnastic come on the attack. As it's a well-won challenge there by David Ferrero. Malaga fans ask for a free kick, but it's a shot, and it's a lovely save by Alfonso Herrero, who pleads with his defenders to be closer on the marker there. An absolutely fantastic acrobatic save from the goalkeeper. Another brilliant save. And yes, back to the subject of the goal, something that perhaps you're right, Frederick, two cagey affairs could be on the cards over the next 2 weeks, over the next week even. Malaga did have some games where they found their scoring form. Here as Gimnastic have a corner. Referee blows the whistle. The ball is sent in here to a free header. The ball goes well over the bar. Something that Sergio Pellicer has looked to remedy. Obviously bringing in Javier Aviles in the middle of the season back in January, but not quite working out as the forward who is on loan from Leganés has, disappointed really. Only played 11 times, still yet to score, only recording 1 assist. And looking towards the other strikers in that team, Dioni, 8 goals this season. The record that he has at this level, well, not so much the record, the statistics that he has at this level would have suggested for a higher tally. Roberto being the man, though, 18 goals this season for the youngster in 38 games. If you scroll all the way back to the beginning of the season, Nick and I were going through our preferred 11s for this game, and I did have Roberto up front. I felt like his season last year on loan at Barcelona Athletic would have done him good, as Kevin here on the left-hand side is fouled just outside the box, and the referee gives a corner to Malaga. Kevin still on the floor here. He does get up slowly. Doesn't seem to be limping. As Malaga fans showing their, discontent towards the referee as he runs over towards the touchline here, I believe, to have a word with the fourth official. And perhaps having a word with, something going on behind the Malaga goal. Play stopped for the moment. The referee is now back on the field as Malaga have a free throw in a corner, going through all the set pieces before I got there. On this left-hand side for Los Boquerones. Referee whistle to his mouth. Blows and Malaga send the ball in. It's a good cross. I know Galileo with the header. It's a lovely save from Varro in the Tarragona goal. A direct and strong header from the centre-back as Tarragona come on the attack here, but Juande wins the ball back, and it's a free kick and a yellow card for Juande for a very soft foul. Perhaps not even a foul. The centre-back winning the ball back well, but the referee deciding to get the yellow card out. A surprise for many here at Rosaleda. For those of you watching on TV at home, we'll see the replay. I think Sergio Pellicer showing his grievances there to the linesman. As Tarragona take the free kick here as Hyundai puts the ball out for a throw-in. An interesting decision there from the referee, and now forces Hyundai to be extra careful as another ball is now on the pitch. As I think the medics have been called to someone in the stand. It is, of course, a hot day here in Malaga, so hopefully everyone is okay, as the Malaga fans over there appealing for help. The medics are attending to the person at the moment as we have a break in play here. The referee just having a word here with the fourth official as another ball has been sent on the pitch. Tarragona do have a throw-in here on the far side, but a halt in play at the moment, as it seems the medics have attended to the issue. Hopefully the person affected is okay. It just looks like a slight issue of, well, I think the weather here is obviously extremely high temperatures today, and the fan in question being brought down towards the back of the stadium to get some closer attention. The ball was sent in here by Gimnastic, and Malaga look to get the ball clear here and managed to do so. Kevin has the ball here on this left-hand side. He's got bags of space. Roberto is ahead of him. It's a clear foul there from the Tarragona player, and the referee does bring out his yellow card, and Gimnastic have finally been punished for one of their challenges here, as Malaga had bags of space on that left-hand side. Kevin putting the ball past the defender and being brought down. Roberto was in front of him, and Malaga now have a free kick just inside the Gimnastic half. A good question. Will Malaga, well, I assume the question is aimed at Malaga, will they score over 1.5 goals? The confidence is there, the ability is there. This first half performance has been good. 37 minutes gone. It is 0-0. Malaga looking definitely more likely to score, but remains to be seen whether 2 goals, as the ball is sent in here, nothing comes from it, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Thank you everyone for joining us today, wherever you're watching. Do let me know where you're watching. Hopefully you're enjoying your afternoon, and hopefully the weather is as nice as it is here in Malaga. If it is, hopefully you've got a bottle of water to hand, as Gimnastic send it long with the goal kick. Kevin looking to win the ball back as Victor Garcia finds himself on this left-hand side. Manu Molina ahead of him as he passes the ball to the midfielder, who finds Kevin on this left-hand side with a lovely first touch. Danny Lorenzo is ahead of him as he cuts inside with his wonderful skill there as he finds Victor Garcia, who puts the ball in. Roberto is there, but the ball is punched away by Varro in the Gimnastic goal. Genaro, referee giving a foul there for what I'm struggling to work out here is Genaro wins the ball back fairly, but is punished for his, well, a challenge. Struggling to see how that was a foul. The referee obviously seeing otherwise. As Gimnastic have a free kick here just outside the penalty area. And sent long here as foul here. The referee does give the foul here. feisty first 40 minutes, as there's been some questionable decisions from the referee today. Some yellow cards that shouldn't have been yellow cards, some fouls that should have been given as yellow cards, and some, fouls that simply shouldn't have been given. Thank you for joining us today, Jason, from Dublin. Albania leading Italy 1-0. Live reporting there from Paul. Thank you very much for the update. It's a shock start there as the ball is sent forward here. One day it does well to deal with it and is fouled clearly on the edge of his box. And the referee does give the free kick to Malaga as he calls the Gimnastic players over. And Mana Molina currently having a word with the referee. But a feisty affair, as I said. Both teams committing some rather rash challenges as Conde is fouled outside his area, outside the 18-yard box. We'll probably send the ball long here, and 1-1. Italy weren't behind for long. They're back in it. As David Herrera has the ball here on the right-hand side. He gets the cross in. It's a low cross. Well collected by Maro in the Gimnastic goal. Malaga still offering and, creating opportunities going forward here. As the Gimnastic keeper Maro sends the ball out, loses the ball straight away as Hockey Gabilondo has the ball here on the near side. Passes to David Ferrero, who tries to find some space, finds Genaro, who is once again fouled. And surely at some point the referee has to have a word here and maybe think about getting the yellow card, because that's the third foul in quick succession. And although it has been multiple different players from Gimnastic, Godoy has been one of the culprits there. Chris Brown saying, I thought our officials were bad. This lot are a joke. Some questionable decisions here. Good afternoon, Andy. Walking along the jolly old River Trent. I wonder if you're in the centre of Nottingham as the ball here is sent in, cleared away to Victor Garcia as Kevin has it here on the left-hand side. As he looks to find some space, does really well here, sends the ball in. As the ball is missed, no one quite gets on the end of it there, and the ball is in Maro's hands. Gengar, yes. So Malaga, obviously one of the stadiums picked for the 2030 World Cup, and there have been some players, some plans, submitted for the development and improvement of La Rosaleda. You see the pictures, you can find them online. Very similar to what the Bernabeu now looks like. And obviously, currently La Rosaleda holds 30,000. The plans would mean that the capacity would increase to 45,000, roughly. As Godoy goes down. Referee waves it away here as Malaga come on the attack. Dani Lorenzo in the ball, passes it back to Aina Galilea. Finds Genaro here on the right-hand side to Joaquin. David Ferreira is ahead of him. There's options in the box. Roberto has the space. The ball passes back to Joaquin. The ball's in cross. Roberto flicks it! Dani Lorenzo here has the ball on the edge of the box. Ball passes to Molina. Genaro with the shot that just goes over the bar. Malaga pushing here. Malaga definitely getting better. That final pass is improving. And not quite finding the back of the net there, but definitely promising signs from Malaga. Paul Redfern been the same all season, dodgy reffing. There definitely has been there have been some questionable decisions today. And something that perhaps we obviously don't notice as much because there is no VAR at this level. So referees' mistakes can't be rectified. But then again, obviously, it does work in your favour. In this case, worked in Gimnastic's favour, as Roberto arguably was fouled in the box and Malaga should have had a penalty, but the referee waved it away. As Kevin here smothered by two Gimnastic defenders, but wins the throw-in. As well, the Italy goal scored by Bastoni, 1-1 after 15 minutes. As the fourth official puts up his board and announces there will be 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes. 0-0 still here if you're just joining us. Malaga 0, Gimnastic de Tarragona 0. The first leg of the playoff final at La Rosaleda. Malaga, the better side this first half. And you're right, it does always seem like Gimnastic have a player back there to stop any attack that Malaga offer. They are getting closer though. Unfortunately, the half-time break is around the corner, probably at the wrong time for Malaga, but perhaps maybe an opportunity for Sergio Pellicer to have a word with his players to just iron a few things out. As Malaga look to clear here. Gimnastic come forward with the ball, but it's a good challenge there by David Ferreiro, who finds himself on this right-hand side. He passes the ball to Manu Molina, who passes it back to David Ferreiro, who finds Joaquin Gabilondo in bags of space on this right-hand side. He looks to get the cross in, but it's a corner to Malaga as Joaquin urges the fans on. The Fondo sword behind the goal here, singing non-stop this afternoon. A corner here for Malaga as Godoy, Manu Molina. Oh, that's a goal! Malaga scored! There was a second ball on the pitch! Roberto has done it! I can't quite believe it! Gimnastic seemed to want to stop the play because there was a second ball on the pitch, but Malaga have scored! That's what you get for time wasting. Malaga have scored. It's 1-0. Godoy brought the second ball onto the pitch, surely hoping that the referee would stop play. But Malaga have made the most of it. Roberto with the header. It is 1-0 just before half time. What a way to end this first half. And wow, in a way, karma, as only reason why you would bring a second ball onto the pitch is to time waste, is to slow the game down. I even didn't see the corner starting, as the referee didn't stop play. Godoy hoping that he would, but Malaga take the lead here. Roberto with the goal. Malaga 1, Gimnastic de Tarragona 0. Just before the half-time break, as I think everyone in the stadium is slightly taken aback. Not sure what the Gimnastic players were doing, as La Rosaleda is bouncing. Vamos! What a way to end this first half, and perhaps something that the referee will have to watch, as the Gimnastic forward, Godoy, brought the ball onto the pitch, clearly not seeing that Malaga were ready to take the corner. The ball came in, the defenders weren't paying attention, and he headed the ball into the back of the net. Vado was nowhere near it, had no chance of getting on the end of it to make the save, and it is 1-0. And the referee blows the whistle for half-time. What a way to end this first half. Malaga take the lead. Roberto getting his 19th goal of the season. What a way to end this first 45 minutes. Malaga 1-0 up. The fans singing, "Si se puede." Yes, we can. There is belief here at La Rosaleda. Malaga 1, Gimnastic de Tarragona 0. What a way to end that second half. Quite unbelievable. I can't quite believe it myself. As, well, I don't think anyone was ready for it. Malaga were obviously aware the corner was being taken. The Gimnastic defenders trying to plead with the referee that the corner should be retaken, but the goal stands. Superboc is on the pitch. He's loving it. The Fondo Sur is bouncing. There's quite an air of surprise here at La Rosaleda. As, whoa, it's 1-0 Malaga. As you can tell by the surprise in my voice, we have the half-time break here. Do send in your comments, thoughts on the first half. How did that goal look on TV? How did it look on the replay? Do Malaga, well, Malaga definitely deserve the lead. They have been the better side this first half. And, well, a strange finish, something that I still can't quite get my head around. I think if I was arguing the case, on the other hand, I would have said that the goal shouldn't stand, but I'll take it. I'll take all of them. As Matt sends a message on the WhatsApp group saying the guy behind him just tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Tranquilo." Yes, tranquilo. There is still 45 minutes to go. And Ram, you're right. You can't just throw a ball on the pitch and then complain there are two balls on the pitch. That's exactly what he was doing. The only thing he wanted to do was time waste and stop play. The referee made the right decision. I'll give him his dues. He's had a poor first half with some dodgy decisions, but that was the right decision. You can't just bring a ball on the pitch. Paul, great finish to the first half. Thank you for the kind words. Trying to get my head around this situation and describe it to you guys. And, well, yes, too bad for Gimnastic. They didn't pay attention, and exactly, no sympathy. Really important goal for Malaga. Thank you very much, Kerry. Hopefully your husband is enjoying the game. You're both going to Tarragona. Lovely. Yes, I did see some of the prices for trains. Obviously, I'm based in Madrid, so a little bit closer, but hopefully worth it, especially after that goal. And yes, Michael Phillips, you are right. Let's go and get that second goal. Head into next week 2-0 up. Make life difficult for Gimnastic. And yes, hopefully better, well, even more of the same in this second half from Malaga. Do send us in your comments. Where are you watching from? Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Hope you enjoyed the first half. A strange finish if you're just joining us. Malaga had a corner at the end. And, well, the corner was about to be taken, and Godoy went to bring another ball on the pitch. In fact, he had the other ball on the pitch and was clearly wasting time. There was no other way of putting it. And, well, the referee didn't stop play. The ball came in. Roberto managed to get off a header. It was a lovely header, giving Barro no chance in the Tarragona goal. And, well, Malaga took the lead. I don't think everyone was entirely sure the goal had been given. The goal did stand. There was an air of, a bit of anxiousness there. Perhaps the goal would be overturned, but no. Malaga are 1-0 up. So, thoughts on that first half performance? Malaga definitely the better side. Gimnastic slowly finding their foot in the game, slowly getting into things, but not offering a lot going forward. There was that one early chance that I believe was offside. Alfonso Herrero making a couple of fantastic saves to keep the scores level before Malaga took the lead. And I think the one clear difference today between the first half against Gimnastic and the first half against Celta Fortuna is the passing. Obviously, still a few times and a few occasions today where Malaga have given the ball away, but it's been night and day. The passing has been much more pinpoint, much more direct. And, the final third, although still improvements to be made, still definitely better than last week. And I think that is the difference. When you have a more direct style of passing and you find the man, I think a lot fewer longer balls in the air. Obviously, some of them have worked towards Roberto, but the defenders are always going to get the better of him. And we have a official attendance here, 29,103, beating last week's attendance by around 60. And, well, I believe a record attendance in Primera playoffs. Obviously, the record in regular season being held by Deportivo La Coruña. Andrew saying Buster's Sports Bar in Fuengirola, listening whilst watching Italy versus Albania. Hopefully the Italy-Albania game is entertaining. Obviously the, final game of 3 today. Switzerland beating Hungary 3-1. Spain beating Croatia 3-0. And Italy playing Albania. Albania taking the lead, which I believe, I'm told, Bajrami scoring, the fastest goal in Euros history, if I'm not mistaken. And Italy, I think that woke them up. Bastoni equalised in the 11th minute. And Niccolò Barella scored the second not long after, just 5 minutes after. So 26 minutes gone. And Italy lead 2-1 in Dortmund. Malaga fans still singing at half-time. It's been fantastic support all day. The recibimiento beforehand was wonderful once again. The bus being welcomed by a multitude of hundreds, thousands of fans perhaps. And, flares going off. The singing was unbelievable. The atmosphere was fantastic. These recibimientos becoming a thing, obviously, when Malaga play in these important games. We saw it last week against Centre de Fortuna. And, it's... As we have the, Sport Direct guys behind me giving us a cheer on. The England cricket team has rain, meaning we can't qualify. Well, that is disappointing. I'm being a cricket fan myself. The one-day side of things, this is obviously the T20 World Cup, hasn't quite gone England's way of late. I think there was murmurs that, Australia were going to try and lose their game, which would mean England would be out. But, if the rain is stopping us, then we are out, definitely. Back to the football. If you're just joining us, Malaga are 1-0 up at half-time here. The first half was definitely, Malaga dominating in this first half. And chances are plenty. And then towards the end of the first half, we had a free kick over here on our near side. Godoy, number 29 for Gimnastic, brought a second ball on the pitch and expected the referee to stop play. The referee didn't. And the ball was sent in. Roberto knocked on a lovely header, giving Barro no chance in the Tarragona goal, and Malaga took the lead. At first, I don't think everyone quite believed the goal had been given, but it had. Well, it stood. Malaga lead 1-0. This is obviously the first of 2 legs. And next week, Malaga travel to Tarragona to play in that second leg. And we were talking about this earlier. Going to Catalonia with the lead is vital. Malaga cannot afford to... 1-0 is good, 2-0 is even better. going to Tarragona with just a 1-0 lead, that can get cancelled out immediately with an early goal from the home side next week. Going there with the draw, obviously, we talked about this earlier, if at the end of extra time next week the scores are level, Gimnastic do go up as they finish second in Grupo 1, whereas Malaga finished third in Grupo 2. So, yes, a brilliant first half, topped off with a goal at the end. Roberto once again making it his 19th of the season. Thank you for the kind words, Patrick. Where are you joining us from today? Yes, I do agree with you there, favourites. The bookings, a slight worry for Malaga, as well. Canaro booked early on. Day also booked. So those two players do have to be careful. They can't be rash with any challenges. Obviously, Malaga do have the options on the bench, but would rather not take off Day because he has been playing well. Hinado could be substituted, but he hasn't been awful. Borja Martinez obviously being booked for Gimnastic de Tarragona as well. So perhaps, a slightly cagier second half awaits us. And I do think that Gimnastic deserved a few more yellow cards in that first half. There were some challenges that the referee let go lightly with just a foul, just a free kick. There were even some fouls that weren't even given. So hopefully a better second half from the referee as well. The Malaga fans were voicing their displeasure. Reading, that's close to home. I was born in Oxford, grew up in Newbury, so very familiar with the Berkshire, countryside, I guess. Hopefully the weather over there in England is nice. As well, last week, Malaga went into the half-time break behind Celta Fortuna, the much better side in that first half, and Aina Galilea and Kevin coming on. This time around, can you see Sergio Pellicer making any changes? Does he need to make any changes? Should he maybe bring off one of the booked players just to avoid that risk? Or does he give it an extra 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes before he makes any changes? As well, it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility should he make the changes. Well, as the players come out here for the second half, Hinado and Day are still on the pitch by the looks of it. Just looking to confirm Day. Hinado is still on the pitch. And the Gimnastic team is also out here for this second half. As I think that is the one player that isn't out yet is Day. So interesting to see whether Sergio Pellicer has made a change here. As Mana Manida is out, Aina Galilea is out. And yes, Malaga have made a change. Day has come off and Nelson Monte has come on. So we are back to the centre-back partnership of last week's first half with Nelson Monte coming back on alongside his defensive compatriot Aina Galilea. A disappointing first half last week for Nelson Monte. Hopefully a better performance from him today. And yes, so only the one change at the half for Malaga. It is a shame to hear about the poor weather back home, Paul. in a Malaga fan since 1985. That is very impressive. And this is obviously a question, Patrick saying there, whatever happens, a good year. Do you guys consider this a successful year, even if Malaga don't go up? I think we did ask this question on the pod a few weeks ago. For this to be considered a successful season, do Malaga have to go up? Obviously, going up involves reinvesting in the squad, using money that perhaps the club doesn't have. But obviously, promotion is the aim, and it is, at the end of the day, it's not the be-all and end-all, but it is very important. Can this season still be considered a success if we don't go up? Obviously, it's our first season back down in Primera. There is that risk. Do we not go back up this year, that we end up staying around in Primera? There are a few teams that have done that. Obviously, Deportivo La Coruña just going back up to Segunda for the first time since 2018. As Gimnastic come on the attack here, the shot is given, it's a goal. Gimnastic have equalised completely against the run of play here. Malaga caught by surprise as the Gimnastic substitutes run over to celebrate with their teammates. Malaga completely caught off guard there. It is 1-1. And, completely against, obviously the Gimnastic manager, Fedri Alvarez, has had a word with his players at half-time, and it's worked. Malaga have conceded. It is Malaga 1, Gimnastic 1. A poor start to this second half for Malaga. As a goal that took people by surprise even, as Gimnastic gather themselves back at the defence. The fans over in the top corner obviously very happy with that equaliser. The Malaga fans trying to lift the team, get them back on track, as we still have 45 minutes to play. The feelings in the ground have changed instantaneously there, from joyous feelings before the second half kicked off to, disappointment. And yes, sloppy from Malaga. I agree with you very much there, Michael. Should have been switched on as Gimnastic come on the attack here. Nelson manages to clear the ball over to Genaro, who passes the ball here to David Ferrero, who loses the ball in the midfield. Gimnastic come forward again. Godoy looking to challenge Nelson Monte here as the Portuguese centre-back gets the ball away. Gimnastic have a throw-in. And another confirmation of the attendance today, 29,103. A fantastic showing from the Malaga fans today. Our biggest attendance, the biggest showing this season. As Gimnastic come on the attack here again, as the referee gives the ball, points for a goal kick as the ball runs out of play. Malaga caught off guard with that goal. It is Malaga 1, Gimnastic 1 if you're just joining us. Malaga scored just before half-time with a header from Roberto, and coming out of the blocks here in the second half. Gimnastic on the attack again as they look to add a second. Einar Galilea looking to make the challenge here. As the ball still here with Gimnastic on the edge of the box. The ball sent out towards the left. Joaquin closing in as the ball is sent across. It goes out for a goal kick. Malaga have to wake up here. It's been a sloppy start to this second half from Sergio Peite's men. And going to Gimnastic with a 1-1 draw is not something that Malaga can afford to do. Serrera gets ready to send this goal kick long. Looking for Roberto, finds Danny Lorenzo, who heads the ball away. Malaga lose the ball here in the midfield. Gimnastic come on the attack here. Luckily, Godoy's touch was poor, but still the striker there, and Joaquin Gabilondo giving away a free kick just outside the Malaga area. Dangerous chance here for Gimnastic. A poor challenge there from Joaquin, all stemming from Malaga giving the ball away on the attack. Frederick saying they ordered the Tivoli kit when that was possible. Checked with the club if the order is okay, and they confirmed. And this week they told me it was not okay, so I won't be getting that kit. That is annoying. And yes, an irritating start to the second half as well. I believe I just got my email this week saying it would be delivered. I haven't received anything yet. As the ball is sent in, Malaga managed to get the ball clear, only as far as the Gimnastic midfield. Here's Kevin, looks to bring Malaga forward. Victor Garcia looking to take a quick throw in here. Puts the ball in to Aina Galilea, who finds Nelson Monte, who replaced One Day at the break. One Day obviously receiving that yellow card, that perhaps unjust yellow card in the first half. So they're not wanting to risk anything, as Danny Lorenzo here collects the ball in the midfield with a lovely piece of skill. Sends the ball wide out to Joaquin Gabilondo, who looks to come on the attack here. Finds David Ferreiro, who looks for that pass back to the right back. As he does there, go for the ball to Joaquin. He sends the ball in. It's a header. Oh, it's a good save there from Vado. A regulation save, but he had to do it. Malaga seemed to have woken up from that goal. They were a little bit shell-shocked initially, but a first chance of the second half there for the home side. Hopefully a refund coming your way, Frederick, if not a delayed delivery of the kit, as Joaquin gathers the loose ball here on the right-hand side. He has David Ferreiro in support, who finds space in the middle of the field. He passes it across to Kevin, who has Victor Garcia to his left. He cuts inside looking for the shot, but dispossessed here as Godoy collects the ball here just inside the Malaga half as he comes forward. He looks to get the cross in. There is no one there for him to find. As Nelson Monte challenges well. Manages to do brilliantly there. Manu Molina gets the ball back here for Malaga. Aina Galilea collecting the ball, looking to spring forward another Malaga attack. Some wonderful defending there from Nelson Monte. Obviously, with a point to prove today, as the referee awards a free kick to Malaga inside their own half. David Ferreiro pushes it forward to Joaquin on this right-hand side. As confirmation there of that goal, David Concha with the equaliser for Gimnastic. As Kevin here has the ball on the left-hand side, looking to take on the Gimnastic defence. He gets the ball in. It's a lovely cross. Roberto with the header that just goes over the bar, but it's a corner for Malaga. Malaga well back into this game. The second half started off poorly, but they have found their feet now as they look to regain the lead. Obviously heading into that half-time break with a 1-0 lead. Gimnastic pulling one back within the opening exchanges of the second half, and Malaga back on the front foot here with the corner over on the far side. Roberto Fernando and Nelson Monte all lining up along with Aina Galilea. Kevin Victor Garcia on the edge of the box there. The ball is sent in. It's a good cross. And it's sent out to Kevin, who tries to get the shot off. He finds Nelson Monte, who puts the ball across. David Ferreiro doesn't quite get there, but it's another corner for Malaga. Gimnastic feeling the pressure here, having to do a bit of defensive work. Good afternoon, Ian Hadhadsbik. I hope I pronounced your name well there. All the way from Bosnia. As Tavafrudo sends the ball in here to Nelson Monto, who's clearly pulled out. It's a penalty to Malaga. The referee has awarded a penalty. He points to the penalty spot and then points as if it's a corner and then back to the penalty spot. Nelson Monte, I believe, or it was Einar Galilea, clearly brought down here as Malaga do have a penalty just inside this second half. 55 minutes on the clock. Malaga 1, Gimnastic 1. As we look at the replay on the TVs behind us, Malaga have a penalty. What a way to come back after this. Few fans turning around. They can't watch. The nerves are too much. I imagine if I were on the video call to Chris Marquez now, he will be just as nervous. Crosses are being kissed here. Prayers are being made. Fans turning around. The pressure is perhaps too much for some of them. As the man in front of me is on a video call, hopefully looking to show a second goal for Malaga. Cisse Puede ringing out around La Rosaleda as Malaga do have a penalty here. Roberto, obviously the man to step up and take it. He scored 21 goals this season in 39 games. 19 goals in 39 games this season. Can he add another? Can he make it 20 for the season? He's been fantastic in the playoffs. He scored a penalty in the first leg against Celta Fortuna. He scored 2 last week in the second leg at La Rosaleda to beat the Galicians. He scored the opener today, a header from a corner that took everyone by surprise. Roberto here lining up to take the penalty. The referee organises the defence. He looks at his watch. He puts the whistle to his mouth. He gets ready to blow. Vado in the Tarragona goal, looking to make himself big. Roberto comes forward. He strikes it. It's a goal! Malaga forward! 2-1! Roberto does it again! What a goal! What a penalty! Malaga have taken the lead. It's a fantastic way to get back after Gimnastic equalised just inside the first half. What a penalty! Slotted into the bottom corner. Roberto has done it. He scored his 20th goal of the season, his second of the afternoon. The man does not stop. He has been fantastic for Malaga this season. 2-1. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1. Let's go. Vamos. Good afternoon, everyone. If you're just joining us, good afternoon, Mum. Thank you for your comment. Good afternoon from Bristol. Vamos Malaga indeed. Get in. We have done it. Roberto has made it 2-1. What a way to get back after Gimnastic equalised. The ball is now in Gimnastic's court. They have to react. Malaga are on the front foot. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1. Wow. La Rosaleda is bouncing. This is special. This is the playoff final, first leg. The Gimnastic fans are all sat down. They're quiet. La Rosaleda is absolutely bouncing. Malaga are on the front foot. Gimnastic shell shock. The players dejected, heads down. What a way to get back. Tranquilo, as the man behind Matt would say. Trying not to get too excited here, but it is hard. Malaga have scored a second goal. Now let's switch on. Well said, Michael Phillips. Great referee this time, Paul. Great. And as Gengar says, get a third and put them to bed. Exactly. Get a third, lads. Come on. As you can hear, La Rosaleda is absolutely bouncing. And Roberto just does not stop. coming into this game, 38 games, 18 goals and 4 assists. At the end of today, well, so far this is his 39th game of the season. He scored 20 goals this season, 4 assists. He has been fantastic. An unbelievable feat for a man of just 21 years of age, I believe. As Gimnastic come forward here on the attack. Malaga have to be careful. They don't want to get too ahead of themselves. That's 5 goals in this playoff run for Roberto. 5 out of the 6 goals that Malaga have scored. Obviously, Hernando getting the header at Balados in the first leg against Celta Fortuna. 5 goals in just 3 games. That is unbelievable stuff from Roberto. Fantastic. What a way to calm the nerves. There was a little bit of shell shock after that Gimnastic equaliser, but Malaga have done it. They have regained the lead. 60 minutes on the clock. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1. If you're just joining us, Roberto gave Malaga the lead from the penalty spot. And, well, absolutely fantastic. Slotted into the bottom corner. A wonderful penalty. Does not fail from the spot again, Roberto. Doing it in the first leg at Balados against Celta Fortuna. The floodlights are on. The mind cast back to the Champions League days at La Rosaleda. Malaga obviously far from the pinnacle of European football at the moment, but this is quite a day. This is perhaps the best season we've had since those Champions League years as well. Gimnastic try an effort from inside their own half and goes out for a goal kick, well wide of the goal. As Lenny Bravo says, Malaga were in the money. And literally, La Rosaleda is bouncing. And I think, Kerry, your comment, tried to screenshot it, but 2 of the 3 guys in the commentary box behind me, that is the Sport Direct guys, had their eyes covered for the pen and went mental when they scored. I think there were quite a few people in front of me turning around, praying, kissing their crosses. They couldn't watch. It was too much. And thank you for joining us, Kerry. Zhao, in answer to your question, the stream is on FEF TV, which requires a paid subscription. And it is also, if you're in Spain, I believe it's on Canal Sur. Good afternoon, Luke Chambers. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. I'm seeing your text arrive in the WhatsApp group. Vamos, 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 vamos indeed. And slightly off topic there, Malaga, well, taking the lead. England will be batting. That's good to hear. Hopefully Josh Buttler and co can do the damage. Malaga having to do some defensive work here on this near side. Mana Molina giving the throw-in away. And I look forward to seeing that video, Luke. I think another one that we'll have to put on Twitter. If you haven't seen, do look on Twitter for my goal reaction last week. I couldn't quite contain myself as the ball is sent in here, but goes out for a goal kick. Godoy's header is wayward. Have you been able to watch much of this game, Luke? If so, what are your thoughts? If you are just joining us from the second half, you've had all the action. Malaga, the better team of the first half, taking the lead just before the break. Godoy bringing a second ball onto the pitch, hoping the play would be stopped, but the play carried on and Roberto headed home. Malaga obviously looking to strengthen in the second half, but Gimnastic did equalise. And then not long after, Malaga found their feet again, got a penalty, and Roberto slotted it home to make it 2-1. And, well, it's been a fantastic atmosphere this afternoon. Malaga fans singing non-stop. As Mana Molina collects the ball here. It almost, in transition, Mana Molina drops back into that centre-back position. We've seen him do it a few times this season. And he's now sitting just in front of that centre-back pairing of Nelson Monte and Juande. As Kevin comes on the attack here on the left-hand side. Looks to take on the Gimnastic defender. The ball's brought down! And the referee does not award the penalty this time, but Roberto has been brought down to the box. As he's holding his back, hopefully nothing too serious. It is knockout football. Both teams do need to go for it, and it's vital that we take a win to Tarragona. We said it this week on the pod, and I was saying it earlier, 1 goal is not enough. 2 goals has to be for the second leg. A one goal lead can be eradicated immediately within 10 minutes. A 2-goal lead just adds that extra layer of comfort. And yes, as Kay says, there's only £10 a month to subscribe, and it's not contractual. So you could pay €10 and you would get this game and the next game, and then cancel your subscription. There is no VAR as well at this level. Obviously, Malaga did have it last year in Segunda. Another change here for Malaga. Danny Lorenzo makes way. And by the looks of things, Luca Sangali looks to be coming on the pitch here. As it's been, well, a disappointing performance for Danny Lorenzo. He hasn't quite found his feet. He was better this week than he was against Certa Fortuna, but still not quite putting in the performances that we know he's capable of. And, well, Malaga have a throw-in here on this right-hand side, on the far side, as El Fondo Sur is bouncing. The atmosphere here is fantastic. 29,103 people in Rosaleda tonight. It is a sellout. Kevin has the ball here on the left-hand side. Passes it back to Victor Garcia, who gets the ball in. It is cleared away to Einar, who is out of position. And Nelson Monte has to do some backtracking here as Tarragona come on the attack here. Ball is across to Godoy on this left-hand side. The shot is blocked well by Malaga as Lucas Sangali comes in here to win that back in the midfield. Gabriel Ferrero wins the ball back, but the referee gives a foul. In my eyes, a very soft foul. Just in between the 18-yard box and the semicircle, about 40 yards out. As Malaga do have to still pay attention here. There is just over 20 minutes to go. 22 minutes of normal time remain. And as Michael Bogran says, give us the win. Would have loved to be in the arena. I think it's a fantastic day here as Gimnastic put the ball in, but Alfonso Herrero collects the ball well. Once again, the ever-sure, safe pair of hands that is Alfonso Herrero. He has been fantastic today. He's made a few acrobatic saves to keep the scores level and to keep Malaga in this game. He is by far the player of the season, without a doubt. But Roberto making a name for himself towards the end here. And, well, dude, send us in your player of the season for Malaga. Is it Herrero? Is it Roberto? Or is there someone else? 2 nasty fouls here on the near side from Gimnastic as the referee pulls out his book of cards. He's writing up Oscar Sant here. And I would say the crowd is better than the semis ever so slightly. I think probably because of the added importance. There was the nerves last week, but I think there was more confidence of getting a result. This week is in the balance, and I think especially after Gimnastic got the equaliser and Malaga have now gone ahead, it's fantastic. And as Kay put it, yes, we'll try not to have any heart attacks. Last week was a nervy finish. This will be a nervy finish. 69 minutes on the clock. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1, if you are just joining us. Thank you everyone for watching. Send in your comments. Where are you watching from? What are your thoughts of Malaga so far? Who is your player of the season? Alfonso Herrero, Roberto, or have you got someone else? Now I'm thinking towards the injured players and how good this Malaga team could have been with the likes of Haitam and Ramon fully fit this season. Obviously not something that we'll be able to work out. We have seen glimpses of both, but unfortunately plagued with injury trouble. As Kevin sends the ball forward here with a Wayne Rooney-esque style ball to David Ferrero, who looks to collect the ball, but Gimnastic managed to shepherd the ball out for a goal kick. And I have to change the banner at the bottom because it's no longer 1-1, it's Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1. It's a change here for Gimnastic as Jaume Jardi comes on for Alex Mula, a former Malaga player. For those of you who remember, played for Malaga in that first season in Segunda, and is now playing on this right-hand side. As the man himself, Alex Mula, does collect the ball here on the right-hand side, but the ball has been signalled to have gone out of play by the linesman. As Garcia looks to take the throw in here on this near side. As Roberto does well, but it's clearly fouled there. And a malicious foul there. Oscar Sainz lucky to not get booked again and not to be sent off. It's a malicious, almost looked like a slap in the face as Roberto goes down holding his face. There's some nasty fouls here from Gimnastic. And, you know, lucky to not have a man sent off so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if this last 18 minutes they do have a man sent off. We have to go for the third, Luke. I think we have to. We're on the front foot. We have to take our chances while we have it. Gimnastic do look a bit shell-shocked. Obviously, they do have the counter-attack in them, and they have shown that they are capable of that counter. But Malaga are on the front foot. We've got the momentum, the crowd behind us. And, yes, definitely more dogged tactics. And they seem to be trying to upset the apple cart, as they say, being quite malicious in instances. Frederick saying that Alfonso Herrero is our best player and the most important one of the season, but Roberto definitely a close second. I think I agree with you there, Frederick. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Mikael Bogren from Gothenburg, Sweden, supporting Malaga here. What's up with this ref? Good question. I wish I had the answer for you there. There's some questionable decisions here this afternoon, or this evening, as you're all right, favourites. They're obviously targeting Roberto. And the ball comes in here. And Gimnastic have a goal kick. The score is 2-1. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1. This is the first leg of the playoff final. Malaga took the lead just before the break. Gimnastic equalised just into the second half, and about 10 minutes later, Malaga took the lead, scored the second. Roberto with both of the goals this afternoon, the second coming from the penalty spot. As Vado sends the ball forward here, looking for Godoy. As Nelson Monte clears it towards Kevin. As he doesn't quite win that header, as Alex Müller collects on this right-hand side. Tries to find Godoy. As Tarragona have space here on this left-hand side. The ball is cut back in. The shot is blocked well by Nelson Monte. Gimnastic still persisting here on the attack. Space just outside the area. As Malaga do have to be wary, lining up in a bank of 8 here. Godoy looking for that space here at the back post. Victor Garcia has to be careful. As there are options there for Malaga. As the referee runs over to the Gimnastic player. And I believe that's a booking. It's hard to tell. I think he's given the foul. No, it's a free kick to Gimnastic. I believe there was a shirt pull. Kerry Young going for Kevin, player of the season, for the audacity to do that stand on the ball. Matt will be happy with your choice, definitely. Good afternoon, Ron from Holland. What part of Holland are you joining us from? Chris, obviously our resident Dutchman. As Gimnastic line up to take this free kick just outside the box. The shot is off and Herrero punches away out to David Ferrero, who looks to win the ball just inside the Malaga half. Fell downing, this ref is crap. I would be inclined to agree with you. It's been a poor performance from the referee today. Daniel Palencia Caballero. As Malaga win the ball here. Kevin has space in front of him. David Ferreira to his left. He has the chance to get the shot off, but he dummies it. Looking for Roberto behind it, but the Gimnastic defender collects it. Not quite good enough for Malaga once again. A perfect opportunity to get that third and to add that second goal to take that lead 2-2. If you're just joining us, 15 or 14 minutes of normal time remaining here today. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1. This is the first leg of the Primera Federación playoff final. Of course, the other being Barcelona Athletic and Cordoba. As Gimnastic earn themselves a corner on this near side. Alex Mueller gets ready to take it with, unfortunately, some bottles and paper being thrown his way. As the former Malaga player swings the ball in here, as there's a collision in the box. Lucky not to have the penalty awarded there against the Malaga as they look to get this ball clear. Godoy inside the box here for Tarragona. Joaquin looking to block and Herrera collects the ball well. What a collection there from Herrera. What a catch. Once again at the rescue for Malaga. Leo going for Roberto as his player of the season. And what looks like Kevin to be down here on this near side, unfortunately. Hopefully nothing serious. He seems to be holding his right ankle as it looks like David Larrubia gets ready to come on. Yes, Kevin is the man to go off. He goes off to a round of applause from La Rosaleda. A well-deserved round of applause as he has been fantastic this afternoon, Kevin, on this left-hand side. Pressuring that Gimnastic defence, tracking back well in defence. Perhaps one of his best performances this season, Kevin. He has been wonderful on the wing as David Larrubia makes way for Kevin. Comes on for Kevin. David Larrubia, of course, starting last week against Santa Fortuna, but on the bench today as his performance was left something to be desired as Joaquin Gabilondo once again, so a round of applause comes off here for Carlos Puga, who going forward against Celta Fortuna last week was fantastic, but tracking back still needs to make sure he does track back here. As we come up to the 79-minute mark here at La Rosaleda, 78 minutes and 50 seconds. Thank you everyone for watching. Where are you joining us from? Thoughts of the second half so far? As Tarragona come on the attack here. Pablo Fernandez laying the ball off to David Concha. He's fouled, and Alfonso Herrera has to be careful here. Godoy closing him down. It looks like David Larrubia is down. He's only just come on. He is down here on the far side. He is up. No hobble to be seen, thankfully. There's confirmation of that booking, Oscar Sanz. Lucky to not get a second one just 5 or 10 minutes ago. As the ball is cleared forward here by Gimnastic, and Herrero collects well. As Malaga can breathe a sigh of relief just for now. As Sangali tries to win the ball back in the midfield, but to no avail. Gimnastic looking to make a second and third substitution here. As David Concha, the goal scorer, comes off for Santa Maria. And the other the other change here for the away side, David Fernandez coming off for Mario Fernandez. Sorry. As David Ferreira gives it away here to Alex Muller, who has challenged well, and Malaga win themselves a throw-in just down in front of us here, next to Sergio Pellicer. As Malaga doing some time wasting of their own, as I am very much going to say, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would be getting quite irate. But this is Malaga. We need to calm things down. We do have the momentum, though. I do still think we're capable of getting that third goal here. As David Larrubia collects the ball, he wins it well on this right-hand side. He looks to take on the Gimnastic defence. The ball is in here, and Malaga have the chance to shoot. Oh, it's over the bar. David Larrubia short with the effort there. Not quite in tandem there with Luca Sangali in the midfield, as the two linked up very well. The shot just wayward. Thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon or this evening. Hope you're enjoying the game and you're not too nervous, as Victor Garcia clears here. The ball is back to Santa Maria. Alex Muller here has it on the right-hand side. Challenged well by Victor Garcia, who clears the ball off Alex Muller, who gives away a throw-in to Malaga. Rosaleda is bouncing. It has been fantastic this afternoon, the atmosphere. 83 minutes on the clock. 7 minutes of normal time to go. Can Malaga hold on? Fresh Talk Play says Malaga need this promotion more than anyone. I would be inclined to agree with you there. I think I saw a comment on Twitter today saying, nothing against Gimnastic de Tarragona, but would love to see Malaga back in Segunda. And I think, everyone in the stadium, barring the 200 Tarragona fans, think the same. This is the first leg, however. The second leg still is to come at the Estadi Nou Costa Dorada, as Manuelina sends the ball forward here. Cleared out to Carlos Puga, who has just come on, as Joaquin Gabalono made way for the former Atletico Madrid B player. As David Larrubia finds Victor Garcia, who plays it back to Nelson Monte. And Nelson Monte does well here, finding Sangali on this right-hand side. Plays it off to David Rubia, who takes on the defender well, but it goes out for a goal kick. Not quite enough. And a good question, Luke. Are we good enough to go to Tarragona and get the win? Judging off today's performance, I'd say yes. But we talked about this on the pod, and you've sent the stats in. Away from home, Tarragona are poor. Well, poor is probably an overstatement, but disappointing. And, well, away from home, it's a different story. They have been far better at home. So, judging off today's performance, I would say we are good enough to go and get a result. But it will be a completely different story. We will have our backs against it for 90 minutes. There will be almost 14,000, a packed house in Catalonia next weekend. So, in short, yes, we are good enough, but it will be a test, and we will have our backs against it. And in answer to your question, Mum, I have eaten. I ate on the train down. I appreciate the concern. And I will probably grab something to eat as I make my way back to the bus station later tonight. I completely agree with you there, Kerry. It's brilliant to see the club come together, and it's almost been better this season in Primera as David Ferrero has the ball here on this near side. Is dispossessed by Tarragona. Victor Garcia wins the ball back. He's just inside the penalty area. Loses the ball once again. Clears forward to Manu Molina, who sends the ball to Alfonso Herrero, who clears it long to Genaro, who finds Roberto, but can't quite get a hold of it. Oh, it's a lovely... The referee has awarded a free kick to Gimnastic with Tarragona there, trying to work out what for, as Malaga had the attack there, we're on the break. But back to your point, Gary, yes, the support this season has been fantastic. Multiple sellouts in the regular season and in the playoffs, obviously. It's been fantastic. Luke, putting a teaser out there. Are we going to Tarragona? Laura on the flights now. I do believe Luke has a strong bout of playoff fever, and I think Laura might have been infected. As Victor Garcia collects it here and plays a nice 1-2 with Manu Molina. Malaga on the front foot, still pressuring. Gimnastic Tarragona doing work. Roberto has the header. It goes over the bar. Not quite what Malaga needs. Striker looking to get his hat-trick. His some performance, a hat-trick in a playoff final, making it, well, what would be his 21st goal of the season. We are approaching the 90-minute mark. She has tested positive. That is, in most circumstances, not a good thing to hear, but in this case, it's brilliant. We'll have a bit of playoff fever. As Malaga make another change, Manu Molina makes way. A solid performance from Manu Molina, dropping back to help out with the defensive duties in transition. And going forward has been a rock in that midfield. I think a much better performance from him today compared to last week, as Juanpe is the man to come on. And as you say, Luke, vital to take the win to Tarragona. And I still think there is room here for a third, as Godoy has made way. Tarragona make another change. Andy comes on. As Oscar Sant takes this throw in, as it's sent in. Malaga managed to get the ball clear here as Victor Garcia is fouled inside his own area. Genaro wins it, passes it back to Alfonso Herrero, who sends the ball long. Roberto with a chance to get it here, but it's headed back by Gimnastic. As Juanpe has all the space in the world, sends it out wide to David Larubia, who can't quite get on the end of that header from Juanpe. Carlos Puga here sends the ball out for a throw-in. As Andy takes the throw-in quickly, but it's a rough foul there from David Rubia. But no! Perhaps I was getting ahead of myself. I was expecting the referee to give a foul there. It was a shoulder barge, a strong shoulder barge from David Rubia, but the referee does not give a foul. He gives the throw-in to Malaga. A good decision there from the referee, if I'm allowed to say so. As La Rosaleda is well and truly fancy this afternoon. Carlos Puga ready to take this throw in here just inside the Tarragona half. Ball forward to Sangali. Pressures Gimnastic into making a clearance. As Müller passes the ball back to Barro. He sends it long. Carlos Puga in a battle here, comes out on top, sends it to Alfonso Herrero, who clears to Genaro, wins the ball, Roberto's throw, goal, Malaga are 1-1, can he score his hat-trick? He's dispossessed just as he can get the shot off. Roberto can't quite get the ball from under his feet. Such a close chance there for Malaga. Could it have been 3? Roberto almost getting his hat-trick there. As Andy is fouled here on this right-hand side, and the referee awards the free kick to Gimnastic. And answer to your question, Fresh Top Plays, we won't be doing live commentary for the second leg, but there will be a live stream. The game kicks off at 9 o'clock, and it will be me, Chris, Matt, Nick, and maybe Luke. As everyone's on their feet in front of me, as I believe the referee is having a word with the fourth official. And I think he's had a word with the Gimnastic manager, Fedri Alvarez. And yes, in answer to your question, he said 2-1 to Malaga. I'll try and open this bottle of water without getting it all over my laptop. As Malaga have the ball here, they managed to clear well. It's an unbelievably hot day arriving to Malaga this afternoon. Probably made the wrong choice of wearing black, but it's cooled down now. It's just coming up to 10:25. The 90 minutes has passed. What a challenge there by Juanpi. Andy looking to get the ball in for Gimnastic as they come on a late attack here, but Juanpi thwarting that attack brilliantly as Andy lines up over the corner here. Malaga with some last defensive duties. The ball is sent in. It's a good cross here. It's headed away. David Ferreira with the acrobatic overhead kick, but it's only as far as Alex Müller, who plays a poor ball straight out for a goal kick. And thank you for the clarification there, Frederick. A red card to someone on the Gimnastic bench, which is what we like to hear. So whoever it is will be missing the second leg. Rosaleda once again. Fantastic atmosphere. The belief starts to creep in. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. The semi-final comes around. You're nervous. Celta Fortuna. You don't want to go away to a B team and lose. You're 2-1 up with 93 minutes on the clock. They equalise. You're dejected. You come back to La Rosaleda. You get the win. 2-1 to send yourself through to the final. Gimnastic, obviously a tough test, finishing second in Grupo Uno. You take the lead. You're dejected by another equaliser. Roberto finishes from the spot to give you the lead. And it comes on the cross. Ooh, it's a shot. Wayward there. But, as I was saying, Roberto from the spot, giving Malaga the lead, creating that belief. Can we do it? This is 90 out of, well, 1 out of 2 games. 90 minutes played, 90 minutes to go. 180 minutes in total. Malaga are 2-1 up. Will that belief remain? Can we do it? The questions are getting more and more frequent. We start to believe playoff fever is around the camp. Everyone's got about a playoff fever. Even Laura's got playoff fever. She's looking at flights to Tarragona. Will Malaga do it? We start to believe, but there is still work to be done. FEF TV should have the live stream, but obviously there's been some issues with that streaming service this season. Canal Sur, I believe, also have the game if you have it on the TV, but I think there's been some issues. That end, as the referee blows the final whistle, Malaga have won 2-1. What a win! A goal just before half-time. Gimnastic trying to slow things down by bringing a second ball onto the pitch, but Malaga play on. Roberto with a lovely header to give them the lead. The half-time whistle blows. Hopes are high. Teams come out for the second half. Gimnastic start off strongly. They equalise, shocking La Rosaleda. Just 10 minutes later, Roberto steps up from the spot, fires it into the bottom corner, making it 2-1 to Malaga. And that's it. The first leg is over at La Rosaleda. Malaga have won 2-1. The final score is Malaga 2, Gimnastic de Tarragona 1. Superboc is on the pitch. La Rosaleda is bouncing. Malaga are halfway there. That'll do, as Paul says. Thank you very much for the kind words. 2-1. Still work to be done. Still 90 minutes to play. But Malaga have 1 foot in Segunda. Thank you very much, Michael, for joining us. It's in the balance. Bring on next Saturday. Can Malaga do it? The question remains. And, well, there we have it. The first half was a good start for Malaga, much better than the Celta Fortuna first half. The second half was brilliant, and Malaga have got the job done and won 2-1, making that second leg just that little bit more easy. Obviously, still 90 minutes to play in Tarragona at the Costa Estadi Nuterada. Can Malaga do it? Thank you for watching, Nick. See you next week. Believe we have a certain Luke Chambers joining us at some point. I've told him to come on, give his post-match thoughts, maybe have some drunken thoughts from Matt and Chris if they're available. Let's hope that Roberto Chance doesn't come back to haunt Malaga exactly. Malaga fans singing the hymnal here. It's a fantastic atmosphere. Frederick, very happy with that result. I think everyone is. It's a fantastic performance. From start to finish, Malaga were the better side. Obviously, some things to be worked on, but it's been brilliant. Just fantastic. And what more could we want? Perhaps a 2-goal lead going into Tarragona, but this is good. We'll take it. Ramses vamos. Vamos indeed. Una gitada loca sounds out around La Rosaleda. It is bouncing. The players are celebrating in front of the fans. It's a wonderful atmosphere. It's been a fantastic atmosphere from start to finish, from the recibimiento to the first half to the second half to the second half. It's been brilliant. Still work to be done, as I said. Can Malaga do it? Send us in your thoughts. What were your thoughts of that first game? Malaga deserving the win, but of course, Segunda awaits. Can we do it? The nerves will be there. We'll be on the live stream watching next Saturday, 9 o'clock at the Estadi Nou Costa Dorada. As we are going up, sounds around La Rosaleda. A fantastic win for Malaga. Fantastic players off the pitch already. Obviously, will be, well, disappointed with that performance from their point of view, but hoping they can do a job at home. Obviously, Malaga will hope of the opposite. Hopefully, we'll be good enough to get that result at home. And, well, it all awaits. Next Saturday, 9 o'clock. One game to get us into Segunda. Thank you, everyone who joined us today, wherever you're watching. Thank you for all the kind messages. As we have a Luke Chambers. I think he's just about managed to find the live stream. Add him here. You've got no camera, Luke.
1 minute, Alex. There we go.
Give us your thoughts on that game.
1 second, mate. 1 second. No, I thought we was very controlled, to be fair. Obviously, tricky half, conceded a bad time, but I thought the second half we were much better control. We attacked, and like we said before, Alex, the most vital point is that we got the win tonight.
How much of the game did you manage to watch?
I don't want to lie to anyone, I watched the second half. As we spoke, I don't want to bore anyone, but I've been at a memorial tournament for a good friend of mine today, so it's been a great day, but I could not miss all of the game. I just thought that we did what we needed to do in that second half. The main thing is, Alex, we didn't lose tonight. Even a draw would have been a very bad result, taking it in Tarragona.
Yeah, I think definitely going into that second leg, obviously it's away from home, it will be difficult, but it just gives us that added assurance, the 2-goal lead.
Yeah.
How good was Roberto in that second half? And he could have had a third there.
See, the thing is, we know what we get from Roberto. Roberto will work and work and work. And if we've got a player like that, Alex, who plays for that badge, we know that we've got something to help front. And if we didn't have Roberto, we know we've been in a mess. But whilst he's there, we work on it and he drives the team on. I'll tell you what, the crowd sounded unbelievable.
It's been fantastic, if you can hear them. They've been singing non-stop from the Timiento to now. The players are doing a lap of the pitch. And, well, I saw you said you were looking at flights. Have you made a decision?
Well, there's a bit of breaking news in the Chambers household. Me and Laura will be in Tarragona next Saturday. We have booked. We are there.
Wow.
We are playoff fever. We are Vamos Malaga. Recipientos. We cannot miss this, mate. We cannot miss this. We really can't. Alex, are you going to join us?
I would love to, but I think it's just too difficult of a journey to make. So I'll stick to the live stream.
There is still 6 days, mi amigo.
Yes, I'll be, we'll be phoning you on the live stream for a live reaction, hopefully, when we get promoted.
I'll tell you what a live stream that will be. Some of the good.
We've lost you there, Luke. I believe you might have muted yourself. I don't know if you can hear me, Luke.
These guys.
You're back.
Sorry, Alex.
You're back. You're back. What were you saying?
Obviously, me and Laura's there, but people like Kev Quirk, Mossy, etc., the Geary Army, the Geary Cast Army, the guys are they're flooding out. Paul's trying to get his flights because it means so much to us all. It really does. It really does. And I've seen this team putting performances like that out there. Everybody wants to win. We want this, mate. We want this.
And should Malaga get the job done, will it be a big party in Tarragona?
Do I need to answer that? Do I need to answer, Alex? The one thing is, though, what me and the guys might have to adjust to, there might not be any Victoria Malaga, as you will know better than all of us.
This is true. But I'm sure you'll be able to make the most of whatever beer there is out there. What do Malaga need to do next week to get the win? How do they go to Tarragona and do that?
Personally, we don't go defensive. There is no reason to sit back. Play your normal game. Play it as a normal game. If Tarragona score, yes, we're up against it. Let's go get that goal. But Alex, we are currently in. If we go to Tarragona, get 0-0, we are in Segunda. But you don't go to Tarragona and try and draw. These guys are not notorious goal scorers. Let's go there. Let's play Malaga football and see what happens. If we go 1-0 behind, compose and play again. Just keep going, boys. Just keep going. We are effectively 90 minutes away from Segunda. We ain't going to get this chance for, well, effectively, if we don't go, we ain't going to get this chance for 9 months. So let's just be confident. Let's be confident. Let's think we are Malaga. We are too big for this league.
You're getting me all excited.
Exactly.
We don't want to put too much pressure on them.
No, we don't.
And I'm sure we'll talk more about this on the pod. Thank you for joining me, Luke. And, well, enjoy the rest of your evening. And, well, vamos Malaga. And we'll, enjoy Tarragona.
No, 100%, mate. 100%. I mean, I'm pretty gutted. The first half of the game I missed all season, but again, it was for a very touching cause. But guys, whoever's going to Tarragona, message me. Let's get something sorted. Me and Laura's not got tickets. We don't care. We are there for the Malaga party. Alex, I'll tell you what, mate. We've watched 45 minutes of that. We've had it on the little screen live as well, but we was instructed on you, mate. Fantastic. The Geary Cast.
Thank you very much.
Alex Ashmore, what he's doing for the Geary Cast and the commentary is absolutely fantastic. Thank you again, Alex, and you enjoy your night. And all you guys enjoy your night. Vamos Malaga. See you in Tarragona. Hasta luego. Tarragona. Vamos Malaga.
Thank you very much, Luke. I'm very jealous of you. I'm going to just be looking at trains all week, I think. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for all your kind words. And if you're going to Tarragona, enjoy it. If you're joining on this live stream, be there. Kickoff is at 9 o'clock. We'll be starting just before. But that's all from me, from La Rosaleda. Malaga have won the first leg of the Primera playoff final 2-1. Malaga 2, Gimnastic 1 is the final score. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you for the comments. We will see you next week as Malaga look to put both feet in Segunda.